Our first train of the day is St. Louis and North Arkansas 460 10-wheeler steam locomotive number 4, heading northbound with an empty supply train to the interchange with the Frisco Railway at Seligman, Missouri. The train is currently pulling into the town of Walden, Arkansas to make a short water stop. After the water stop, it will continue north to Seligman to interchange with the Frisco. After the water stop is completed, the engineer gives 2 short toots on the whistle, and the train heads out of Walden for the interchange in Seligman. You may have noticed by now that there is a loaded flat car on the head of the train with a heavy load of lumber that is bound for the Frisco interchange. The car will be interchanged with the Frisco and added onto a Frisco mainline freight headed for Kansas City, Missouri. Miles away in the town of Berryville, engine number 3 is about to head out of town with a short passenger train for Seligman. The train will make additional passenger stops in the towns of Freeman, Grandview, Eureka Springs, and Walden, Arkansas, before continuing on to Seligman, Missouri, where the train will terminate its run. Passengers will then be able to interchange to mainline passenger trains on the Frisco. 20 minutes later, locomotive number 6 heads out of Freeman with an empty supply train headed back to Seligman to pick up more loads that will be brought back down to Freeman to assist in the construction of the new main line to Harrison. Later in the day, we see locomotive number 6 again at Junction, Arkansas, with an empty tie train on its way to Eureka Springs. When the train arrives in Eureka Springs, the cars will be loaded with freshly cut railroad ties destined for the construction camp in Freeman, where they will be used in the construction of the new main line. Now we get a view from inside the caboose on the rear of the train as the train approaches the north end of the Eureka Springs yard. When the train arrives in the yard, it will come to a stop, the caboose will be cut off from the train, and the cars will be taken down to the Y, just a quarter-mile south of the yard, and be spotted at the lumber mill for loading. The cars will then be brought back up to the yard, and the caboose will be reattached to the train. The train will then continue back out to the main line and continue south to Freeman to drop the cars off at the construction camp. As we pass the water tank at the north end of the yard, the train's speed begins to drop as the engineer prepares to stop the train inside the yard. When the train comes to a full stop, the caboose will be cut off from the train and the cars will be taken down to the mill for loading. And this concludes another episode of Microsoft Train Simulator Railfanning. Happy 4th of July, everybody.